Jenn McWhorter, I'm so happy that you are here.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
being on the show. I'm excited to talk all about the Prepped Palate or Prepped Palate.
Good question. It used to be the Prepped
Okay.
Palate, and we've rebranded. We dropped the, and now it's Prepped Palate.
Prepped Palate. It's
Just
like,
simplified.
It's
you
like
know?
Gilmore Girls. You know,
I
it's cleaner.
didn't watch Gilmore Girls, which
You have to leave now.
you're like the 100th person to tell me that. I know.
Okay, we can still kind of be friends,
Okay.
but this will be a little harder.
I also didn't watch Friends either. I'm like, I feel like I have so many
I feel like that one
things to watch.
I can get behind.
Okay.
Like it's okay. The Gilmore Girls though is iconic.
I know.
You got to do it.
I know.
You know, in all your free time these days.
All my free time. Yeah. I do watch some like reality TV, but you know,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother
We all
subject.
need a little, yes.
That's my like turn my brain off. Like,
yes.
how can we unwind at night?
Yeah.
Just some dumb.
Just dumb stuff. Wait, what is yours? Is it like Love is Blind?
I
Traitors?
love Traitors.
Me too.
Love Summer House.
I've not watched that one.
Oh, it's like 10 seasons. I don't know.
Okay.
It's so good. My family's always watched Survivor.
Oh my gosh, I love Survivor.
I love like a competition show.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me
so
too.
that's reality, but like, I mean, with like a twist to it.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so like now that you have your kitchen, you've been doing we're going to talk about your whole journey, but
Yeah.
you've been doing catering, personal meal planning, and now you've added this element of like the prepared meals.
Yes.
Do you find yourself feeling like if something's really hard and you have like a lot going on, do you pretend you're on a Survivor challenge? Because is it just me that does that?
Probably. I probably do that of like, okay, how do we like strategize to get through this?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good way of thinking about it. I feel like I kind of just power through and I get to the other side and I'm just like, okay, let's what's next?
Yeah.
You know,
What's next?
I feel like I've always been very like I get flustered, but I don't show it super well. And I just like get through it. And then after the fact, I'm like, come down.
Crash.
Yeah. I don't need a ton of like necessarily social like recharge. Like I'm a very social person. My
Mhm.
husband on the other hand is like he needs a lot of quiet alone time. I'm like the opposite. But yeah, I just feel like I can kind of power through it and
Yeah. Are you an
which I know.
extrovert? Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. Not like in a big group setting, maybe not. Like I'm not like trying to talk to everybody, but
Yeah.
I like being social and
Yeah.
I love being around people. I've like never lived alone in my whole life. Like
Oh,
I
it's
need
so
to be around people.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I think extrovert, introvert is a really funny scale. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there are different
You can be
levels.
both.
You
Yeah.
can be both. And then I think it's also funny that like I'm very extroverted. Like, you know, I can talk to anybody.
Mhm.
That's when I do this. You know,
Yeah.
I love that aspect of like learning about people and all of that stuff.
Mhm.
But like your husband, I'm also like, I need that quiet.
time. Yeah.
It's like once I'm off, like I'm going on a trip coming up and like when I go and I'm like around people for 7 days
Uh-huh.
and I love it. And then I'm like, no words. Like
Yeah.
I need like you like to sit by your husband on the airplane or do y'all do like different seats?
No, we sit next
Yeah.
to each other.
Because
Yeah.
this is like I've seen this argument recently on Instagram where people are like, do you sit together or do you both choose windows?
Oh,
you
interesting.
seen this?
No.
And I'm like, if I'm traveling with you, like we go
Yeah.
somewhere together and it's so fun and we're having a great time, but
Yeah.
like I'm a window and you're a window, I'm like, cool, have your window.
yeah.
I'll see you when we get there.
That's funny. I feel
Yeah.
like we always sit next to like we'll either do aisle middle and I'm usually in the middle.
Yeah.
Or window middle. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I need to
Yeah.
go down this rabbit hole.
You do. You
Yeah,
start asking your
that's
friends,
funny.
like, where do you sit? Like
Yeah.
on this argument.
Well, and now with Southwest, it's like they're doing the
Yeah.
assigned seats, whereas
Yes.
before it was stressful because you had to like try to get on together right next to each other.
Oh, that's
pick your
true.
seat. Yeah,
See,
and-
I've never been somebody that likes to do that. So I'm like,
Yeah. I haven't necessarily liked it, but like we are in Nashville and it's a Southwest hub. So
Yeah.
I'm just used to like we fly Southwest so much.
yeah,
But now you have assigned seats.
you have assigned seats.
Weird. I don't know.
We'll have to start asking friends about this.
Yeah, I will. I'll do that.
But it is funny that I think about what you're doing and what you're building, and like I've loved watching everything come together. The kitchen looks incredible. I'm
Thank you.
so excited to try your meals and
Thank
like
you.
it's just like such a huge undertaking that I wonder if sometimes you feel like you're actually on your own little reality show.
I've had a couple people come in and like, are you going to film a cooking show in here? And I'm like, don't give me any ideas. I mean, it could be. That really wasn't on the vision board, but like maybe it needs to be. No, I mean, maybe a little bit. Like I just feel like every day right now is we used to have such a day-to-day structure when we were just doing our custom meal prep. And now we have this new element that we're literally just figuring it out every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, in a sense, it's like that I have my two kind of full-time girls they're like 23 and 24. So they're little babies and they're so fun and like energetic and I love it. They're in it with me. And yeah, we're trying to have fun. Some days are like deep breath and we're tired, but some days are also so rewarding and fun and seeing customers finally coming in and getting to try our meals. It's been great. Yeah.
Because
started.
Prior to Prepped Palate, like location where people can go and purchase meals on their own, how long have you been doing the custom meal prep? And tell me a little bit about this custom meal prep. I think it sounds amazing.
Yeah. So I actually started Prepped Palate on the side when I was managing a fitness studio. We can get into that later. But yeah, I've just always loved to cook. So I started doing it for like a couple families on the side. And then I started posting pictures on Instagram of the meals I was making. And this was also 2021. So this was a little over 4 years ago during kind of COVID. I mean, we were like out of it, but not. And there was just so much demand. I had so many people being like, ooh, like I would sign up for meals. And so I was like, I think this thing has legs. So for the first year and a half, 2 years, I was just cooking out of my home. I was doing all the menu planning, grocery shopping. I was individually shopping for every client, whatever dietary restrictions, customizations. And I loved it. But like I got to a point where I was like, okay, I have all these people who still want meals, but like I can't do it by myself.
No.
I'm kind of at my max and I'm in my home kitchen. Like I should probably, legitimize this a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I had my first chef come on in 2023, beginning of 2023. And she initially just kind of wanted to shadow and learn what I was doing. And she ended up working with me for 2 years and like helped me trial and see how we can scale this thing. So we moved into a commercial kitchen called Citizens Kitchen in East Nashville, shout out. A lot of like food trucks and catering companies who don't need their own kitchen work out of there, prep out of there, load their trucks, or they'll go to like farmers markets.
I always wondered how that worked.
Yes.
Because you see like these incredible things that come out of food trucks. And you're like, wait, how did this
they do
work?
That? Yeah. So
okay, so you have like a shared kitchen.
It's kind of like a ghost kitchen, communal kitchen. There's
Okay.
So you book like your space in the kitchen. But it was so cool because we learned how to cook out of a commercial kitchen, which was part one. Part two was we got to meet so many cool other food companies, whether it was like hot sauce company or so many amazing bakers.
And then do you like partner with them now? Any of those?
No partners, but like having the connections with people and like that was huge. I mean, a lot of them kind of have their own, a lot of them are doing it as a side hustle too, which is so cool. Like they're coming in and making their charcuterie board and then they're going and selling it and they have a other full-time job. So there's that kind of just like, okay, we're all kind of in this together. We're all trying to figure it out. And the GM and owner there, they made Citizens Kitchen to give small businesses, especially food businesses, somewhere to go for this in between.
I love that.
It's so hard of like, okay, from your home kitchen, where do you go next? Like it's such a big investment to go into brick and mortar and you don't even know if it's going to work. And so it was like such a good learning experience, networking experience. We knew after cooking out of there for like 2 years, all the kitchen equipment that we needed, all the little tools, like everything that we were using every day in there. We're like, okay, well now we know exactly what we need. Which how would we have known that? Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's a really cool part about it. I think about that in this podcast studio that we're in, right? Because it's similar vibes. Like I was like, I want to have a podcast. And then you go down the path, right? You Google, what do I need? But it's overwhelming because there's a lot of options, lots of equipment, lots of different things for like editing and whatnot. I can see this happening and I'm like, oh yeah. No, I need someone else. I need help. So that's so cool. That I always wondered, like seriously, with the food trucks, I was like, how does that work?
Yep. So they'll pull up, they'll come in, they'll prep, they'll load up the food, and then they'll also come back and they'll do all their dishes there.
Makes so much sense.
Yeah, and then there's pantry storage, walk-in fridge, freezer storage. So we loved it, but we also you have storage, but you don't have that much because you're like, there's so many people using the space. So we kind of got to a point where we were like, okay, if we really want to grow this, brick and mortar, build our own kitchen. We thought about going like second generation kitchen, like when I started looking at commercial real estate for our storefront, but what we wanted didn't really exist. We wanted like a really big commercial kitchen, like almost bigger than most restaurants.
Oh, wow.
But a very small front of house. We want a little bit of seating, but a lot of big restaurant style kitchens have a lot of seating.
Yeah, and you don't need that.
We don't need that. And so we kind of ended up going with new construction, which was a lot of that in Nashville.
Oh my gosh, what a learning process.
Yeah. So I initially looked at the kitchen space November 2024, loved it, saw all the windows. I was like, I love this place. And signed the lease in April 2025. And we are just now in February 2026 cooking out of it.
Wow.
So it's been a very long process.
Oh my gosh. I don't
but so exciting.
Yeah, people don't realize all of this, you know. I mean, we see like the moment that something starts building out and then you kind of see where the sign comes up and you're like, "Oh, now I know what it is." But all of the behind the scenes is a lot. It's incredible. Yeah. Okay, so rewind with me for a minute because you were at the fitness studio. So how did you do this, like, I'm going to be a chef, I'm taking this new, because it does not sound like this is what you said you were going to be when you grew up.
No. I mean, I'll take it way back. When I was growing up, I really wanted to be, my mom is a fitness instructor. And like I grew up with that. My dad was super active. My parents are currently like more fit than anyone else I know. Like they golf
love
their goals.
Yeah.
And so that's just kind of been my blood. I really wanted to be like a sports and exercise science. Like that was my major initially. Like a sports trainer for like a sports team. I don't know. I was a 3-sport athlete growing up. So like that was just always, I'm like a busybody. I love I still am in fitness anyways.
What were your 3 sports?
Soccer, cross country, and track.
Okay, you were busy.
But that was just like the norm. All my friends were like, it would just, I loved it. Like it wasn't anything where my parents were like putting us in, forcing us to do sports. It was something I loved and just gave me something to do. And my friends that was my friend group too, which I think is so important in like middle school, high school, like who you surround yourself with. But yeah, so very into like fitness. Then I got the bug that I wanted to own my own fitness studio. But when I was trying to pass organic chemistry in college, I was like, I can't. So I switched from sports and exercise science to just business management. And, I was like, this is a safe bet. I can do many things with this.
Yeah.
When I graduated, I went to University of Georgia. Go Dogs. When I graduated,
I went to Arkansas, so go Hogs.
Go Hogs. Dogs and Hogs.
Yeah. Y'all have us beaten football right now, but we have basketball.
That's okay. I was a big fan when I was at school, and now I'm just like, everyone wins.
Me too.
I don't really care.
Me too.
Which is terrible as a Georgia fan. I feel like people are going to be mad at me for saying that.
And same.
Yeah.
But we're still loyal. We said it out loud.
Yeah. We said go Hogs and go Dogs.
Okay, so back to you.
So when I graduated, that's what brought me to Nashville. So I worked at Caterpillar Financial in their financial rotation program that they have for like 3.5 years. And while I was doing that, it was great. I can't say I was like passionate about equipment finance. This is like Caterpillar like trucks.
Yeah.
So I was on like the finance side of that. I still have friends to this day from there. It was great. But while I was there on the side, I started teaching spin classes. It was in my blood. I always wanted to do it. And then that studio, they were looking for a studio manager. And I was like, I've always wanted to run my own fitness studio. Like, I could be down. I have some business experience. Yeah. Like, it was a mom and pop. It wasn't like a franchise or anything. Okay. So there was, they were just excited to have someone who like was an instructor and kind of already knew everybody. So January 2020, I left Caterpillar and started working at the studio. And then March 2020 is COVID.
Oh,
so I basically was running this. I was brand new to running this company. And we had to figure out, obviously all the doors closed. We had to figure out how to rent out all the bikes. We were competing with Peloton in a sense of like, everyone was buying Pelotons, but we were like, we have these bikes and like we're small business and we want to stay open. So we rented out all of our bikes, figured out how to film our spin classes when no one was in there, which was weird.
Crazy.
And yeah, I did that for like 2 years. Obviously we ended up reopening after COVID. But I learned so much. I mean, that was the first time I managed people and just running the day to day, and like physically it was brick and mortar. So like physically being there all the time, kind of being on a weird schedule, teaching all the time too, so it was like the physical side of it was there, and mental, all of that. So I did love it. But because of that weird schedule, studios are open morning and evening, not so much midday. So I had some like weird downtime.
Yeah.
So that's where meal prep came in. So I started doing meal prep on the side under another company in Nashville who does a similar service. I was like, I'll just take on like 2 clients.
Yeah. So like you went to them and said, basically you were freelance kind of.
Yeah. So I actually worked for, it's called the Well-Fed Guide in Nashville. Laura, shout out. She has similar kind of business model in that she has chefs, but they work from their homes, and she kind of gives the families to you, and then I took it from there of like I planned the menu. So she gave me the clients.
Yeah.
I did the menu planning, the grocery shopping, the cooking, the delivery.
And how did you even, before we get into the business part of it, like how did you even know to do that? Like you were just doing it for yourself?
Yeah, I think she had just posted that she was looking for other like part-time chefs, and there was no like I have no culinary training, true culinary training. Grew up cooking with my mom. I've always loved to cook, so I guess I'm more of a home cook. But yeah, I was just like, this seems like an easy like part-time gig.
It's amazing. I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah,
as, like, a job.
I just saw,
cool.
just Instagram. Instagram's kind of been like everything for me.
It's great.
Yeah. So I took on like 2 clients on Mondays, and then I took on like 2 more on Tuesdays, and then that's kind of when I started getting people being like, hey, like can I have some of your meals? And I was like, well, like, let me pivot and start my own thing.
Yeah.
So I did it very part-time for probably 6 months. And I was already like feeling like I'd kind of gotten what I needed from the spin studio. And I was just ready for something else. I was like, could not teach 5 days a week anymore. Like as a spin instructor, that's so hard to do. Anyone in fitness knows that, like, especially when you're doing the workout with everybody, like it's not sustainable.
It's so hard. No, I don't know how you do it with spin. I taught group fitness for a little bit in my 20s, and you do hit a place where you're like, it takes a little bit of the fun out for a while. Yeah. Like, let's have a shout out and bravo to the lifelong, like your mom, the fitness instructors, because that's a special skill set.
It's so, and like, you do get to a point where it's easier, but you're still physically doing it. Yeah. Like you're not thinking about your playlist, and you're not thinking about like the counts in your head as much. You're not stressed about it. But yeah, it's a lot. You're literally putting on a show. No matter what you're teaching,
totally are.
You are the entertainment. Like even if you're teaching Pilates where you're kind of in the background, like you're putting on a show. So yeah, I got a little burnt out of that, and like my back hurt. Like literally it was just, I was like, okay, I need a little something else. And then I was starting to cook more, and I'm like, that's on your feet. So I've just switched what physical means. But yeah, so that's kind of started taking off, and then did the just me for a year and a half, 2 years. Then I had one person helping me, and now I have 4 technically helping me. And now we have a kitchen space, and yeah.
It's so crazy. And then with the kitchen space, okay, so then you were like, we've outgrown Citizens, the shared space, need my own space. And then at that point, when you're thinking, okay, we've got meal prep going on, but I'm guessing somewhere along the way, there's somebody that was like, oh my gosh, I would also like this. And you thought, let's do these prepared meals. And that's what you've just added in.
Yep.
And okay, like what's the one that if people right now were like gonna walk in and
dill pickle chicken salad?
Okay, that sounds like heaven.
That's what I should have brought to him. I'm so mad I didn't remember to bring anything.
Too. You don't watch Gilmore Girls. You don't bring me dill pickle chicken salad.
Oh my gosh, I'm off. Normally, if I wasn't, like exhausted, I would have remembered.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so exciting though. Yeah, I'm going to come have it.
Yes, it's delicious. We also have a Mediterranean couscous salad That is so good. And we have like a bunch of like peppercini and feta and some with chicken, some without chicken. And that it's like filling but fresh because it has veggies and stuff.
Good.
That one's really good. The lemon vinaigrette.
So do people, they can come in and order like right as they are, or they come in
just for the grab and go?
For the grab and go.
Yeah.
Okay. And like, are these like high protein or in a, like, do you have all the calories on them and like people know what they're getting? Like, what's your target audience? Are they people that are just like really trying to be healthy, losing weight? What is it?
I'd say trying to be healthy. We don't, I've never been someone counting calories. I've just ate what sounds good and makes me feel good. So we don't do macros on any of our meals. Now, if we get into like manufacturing where we're selling it elsewhere, we would have to.
Yeah.
So never say never. But right now we have all the ingredients and everything on there, so you know what's in it. And we put like gluten-free, dairy-free. But we have our whole thing is breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, like just well-balanced meals.
Yeah.
I
love that.
When we're doing for our custom clients, everyone gets the same menu every week, but there's a lot of options and there's a lot of customizations within it. So there's usually like 3 breakfast items, 3 or 4 lunch items, and like 3 or 4 dinner. And from there you can be like, oh, I want the lemon chicken piccata, but instead of jasmine rice, I want cauliflower rice because I'm like want to do lower carb or whatever. Or you can omit cilantro. So many people hate cilantro.
Oh, I do. I hate it.
Do you have like the soap gene? Have you heard that?
I've never heard that. What does that mean?
A lot of people who, when they eat cilantro, it tastes like soap to them. And it's like something in your genes.
I haven't had it in so long that I'm going to have to try it just to see.
Try it.
Because all I know is I just don't like it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been decades.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it won't taste like soap and you just don't like it.
And
but I've heard that's the thing. I like cilantro. So it's, But there's like, a lot of people don't like olives. So there's certain things.
Yeah. So you have like, for the ones that are in your custom meal prep, you have those customizations.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the grab and go is literally just everything we're making for our clients for the most part. But just you can't customize it.
Yeah.
But we put like all the dressings on the side. We put the ingredients on there. We try to have a good variety. So right now we have like a crispy chicken katsu bowl with rice and veggies and an aioli on the side. We have a chicken pot pie. We have a lasagna, but it's made with zucchini noodles, so it's a little bit healthier. And then we have a couple different salads and bowls and breakfast burritos and overnight oats. I'm trying to think, muffins.
I don't know how y'all do all of this because you're doing it like at a pretty like. I mean, I know restaurants do things at large quantities too, but you're doing it in a different way because you have to have it all ready at certain times.
Yeah. That's what we're still trying to figure out because we obviously have done that for the same clients every week. And we know how that system goes for us, but it's when we're also trying to now make double and put it in different packaging because our custom packaging, we use Pyrex dishes.
Okay.
So more sustainable and they can go in the oven, the microwave, whatever. So our clients that we cook for every single week, we use that. And then now we're using disposable for the grab and go, obviously. They are compostable and they can go in the oven. So that's great. But
oh my gosh, they can go in the oven? That's incredible.
Yeah, it's a Good Start packaging. They have like amazing throwaway containers.
That's really
even
cool.
like they're all plastic. We put our chicken salad in a plastic clear and even that's compostable. That you can't put in the microwave. But the like
you're like don't do that.
But the ones that we put like our hot meals in, they can go as long as you take the plastic lid off.
Yeah.
They can go in the microwave up to like a minute and a half and then they can go in the oven up to like 450 degrees for like 30 minutes.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah. So that was the whole thing. I had to figure out new packaging. But we're just now trying to figure out how to kind of bulk. We were already kind of making things like we're taking all of these custom clients and like still trying to batch cook it. Yeah. But we're like, okay, these 3 portions need no cilantro. These 2 need no, so it's a little more tedious. But so to where the grab and go is almost easier in a sense because we're not doing the customizations, but we're making way bigger.
Yeah.
More of it.
Okay, so for your custom meal prep, do people like you just drop it off at their house on a certain day? Like, here's your week of food, and then they leave the containers the next week?
We just do a swap.
Yeah.
So when we drop off, let's say we have the same families every Monday. They'll set their clean dishes out from last week in the bag, and we'll just swap it out. Some of them we're doing it, just on their front doorstep. Some of them we're putting in their garage fridge or their home fridge. So just there's definitely like that relationship part of it of like trusting that. the food's going to be there. It's going to be like packaged well. And if you need us to put it somewhere, we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the part that's been really hard. Like we have such a long wait list, which is amazing. And that's a great problem to have, but it's also stressful because like we can like, it's just such a hard thing to scale. And we're trying in this new space, we should be able to get more, and we'll be able to offer pickup, because the delivery part of it is definitely like not an obstacle, but it's like a big time commitment.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like that's a big time commitment for your staff. But I think that's also interesting for people who maybe don't have the option to say, oh, yeah, go put it in my garage fridge or whatever. So, yeah, for people who
come by after work and grab your meals.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So that's another thing. So we're really close to being able to kind of open up and take more people on. We're just trying to figure out that day-to-day balance of taking on more custom meal prep clients, but also stocking the grab and go and trying to do it all.
Yeah.
All at one time.
Well, people are going to want to know that we're in Nashville.
Yes.
And we're in Nashville.
Yes.
Home of country music and all sorts of reality stars.
Yes.
So do y'all do some celebrity drop-offs?
We have had some.
Yeah.
One of them I cannot say, so that's a big one. They're great. We used to cook for Sean Johnson and Andrew East.
Oh, they're so adorable.
Lovely people.
I just love their videos.
I know.
That's
and they just
awesome.
moved into a beautiful new home. We still cook for their best friends, Gabby and Dustin Hopkins. He's an NFL kicker. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've cooked for, I'm trying to think. I'm sure there's more. I mean, a lot of our clients are also just young families who like, I feel like most of them have kids. Both the parents are working and like want to eat well, both for some of the kids eat the food. Some of it's just for the parents. And it's just like, they take it to work or come home and eat it for dinner. So,
I mean, I love that. I think it's such a good option because people are running so fast. We're all so busy. I don't cook. If people have watched this show more than one time, they know that I don't cook, not one bit, not zero.
That's okay. That's why I have a job.
Yeah.
You are why I have a job.
You were made for people like me because I'm like, wow, that's fantastic. Like I don't know what goes well together. I don't enjoy it. I can't stand like uncooked meat. I can't see it. Can't do it. So
I'm numb to it at this point. But I get it.
I think that is a thing. Yeah. But no, like the extent of my cooking, if you can say that, is like cooking chicken for my dogs.
Okay.
No, so people,
that's nice. I don't do that for my dog.
Yeah. Well, he's now on kibble. Ollie. Have you heard of Ollie food?
No. I've heard of farmers' dogs that like that.
Yeah, but way better. Okay. Don't say I said that, except that Ollie, if you want a little,
we need a brand deal.
Let's
over
talk
here.
Because it's amazing. It's like really fresh food for dogs. Like it smells really good, and that's important for me because he makes me pretend to eat it. Yeah. So like,
you have a small white dog.
Yes,
right?
yes. He's a Coton de Tuliar. He's bougie, but he's very picky about his food.
Okay,
and so he would probably like it. He'd love it if I was like an actual chef, but I'm not. But
I mean,
so
yeah, he sounds easy to please, which is
so,
the best kind of client.
So easy to please. Just make it for him, put it on a fork. Yeah, it is really funny though. He does like me to pretend that I ate it.
That is hilarious.
So it needs to smell good.
Yeah, you're like, if I'm putting it even this close to my mouth.
Yes. So it's just like so cool that like I think about. That's why I'm interested, and I'm like, well, how did you get started? So you cooked with your mom.
Yep.
And
just
you were
growing up
in the kitchen cooking.
Yeah. And it's funny. She told me this story recently. And I kind of remember it, but I moved a handful of times when I was growing up just for my dad's job. And when we moved to South Florida, I say I mostly grew up in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Shut up. I used to live there.
West Palm?
Yes.
No way.
I lived on Clematis.
Wow. Okay. We were more like a little more inland. Like we were technically West Palm Beach, but do you know Ibis?
Yeah.
That's where I lived.
Crazy.
That's so funny.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
And I feel like when I was there, I wasn't old enough to like go out on Clematis. That's where all like the fun shops and bars are.
So fun.
So fun.
Yeah.
Wow. Small world.
I know.
But yeah, grew up in West Palm Beach, but we moved there when I was 10. And I feel like I grew up on like mac and cheese and hot dogs and ketchup. Like that was literally my favorite meal. And like toaster strudels, all the things that we like all ate growing up. So nothing fancy. And my mom, when we moved, made a New Year's resolution that she's like, okay, everyone's of age that we can have family dinners. I'm going to start cooking. I'm going to start following recipes. And she like became this incredible cook.
And this
like
is when you were 10.
I was 10. And so, and this is the part that I kind of forgot about, but she said every week she would make me and my brother do something in the kitchen with her. So whether it was, I really latched on to like the recipes and the cooking. He really latched on to like doing the dishes.
Yeah. That's
he was like, I want nothing to do with the food. He's also just a pickier eater. But he's really good at dishes. And so
both.
Yeah. And now I'm doing both of them all the time. And it's just part of it. But so I kind of would jump in there with her and we would buy cookbooks and love like sharing like, oh, I got this or look at this recipe. And we still do that to this day.
Gosh, I think that's so fun. Do you have kids?
No.
One day.
But like after this storefront is
you have your first baby.
This is my my first baby.
But I do think that it's like that's a really cool thing to like now you have that with your mom that you guys, cook together and but shout out and kudos to your mom for making that New Year's resolution to be like, I'm going to do this.
And she like really, really stuck to it. Like she went all in to where now like all my friends like know her as like the hostess with the mostest. She loves and all of her friends. Like she is like the Martha Stewart of her friend group. Yeah.
This is so cool.
So I'm like that and the like fitness gene. She passed them to me.
That's great.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Fitness instructors are, like we were just saying earlier, they are kind of a unique breed. And I think like when you said that she really went for it and stuck with it, I'm like, of course she did.
Of course. Yeah.
Because she has that mentality. And I think it is like, there's so much of life that's about your mindset. And it's like, she made that goal. She was like, this is my New Year's resolution.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
We are all doing it.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of it too.
Everyone with me.
Like, because if you have a goal, like as a great example, you and I are both in Tiffany Napper's yacht club.
Yes.
And we both had to miss the event that they just had. And it's so sad. But like, I find so much joy from the uplifting conversations, even via chat that we get to have with other like-minded female entrepreneurs. Because when you have a goal and you have people that have like also bought into it, it's like, it's so invaluable.
It really is. And it's contagious.
It's so contagious because you see somebody else have a win and you're like, yay.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Did I slack?
Yeah.
It's a very cool thing. And I think that women are really good at making that like a priority these days of like, hey, we know that we need this.
Yeah.
But it sounds like your mom knew that too. That was like, you guys are also part of my New Year's resolution, even though
this is benefiting all of us. So we're all going to chip in.
I love that.
Yeah. I feel like I learned so much from her. And then my dad is this just like, can I curse? Badass businessman. Who just like had his like steady corporate job, worked in the same industry like for however 30 years. And so I have like the business side of him of just like finding something stable. Initially, he probably would not say my path was stable.
Yeah.
But,
did he freak out a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was hard for him, I would guess.
He was like the trying to be as rational as possible. And my mom was more like, you do you, sweetie. And I was like, I'm going to try to do both of these at the same time. Because like I wouldn't say I'm like a big risk taker, but I mean, I guess in a sense I am. But I
think this is, but it's great. It is,
but I also like have done it very slowly at the same time. Like if you think about, it's been 4 years since the day I started. And I'm just now opening like the brick and mortar side of it. Like I've always been like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make sure it works and I'm going to really make sure. And then I'm going to commit. And when I commit, like it's all in. So I feel like I've been very cautious of like doing it slowly because I also like never want to stop loving cooking. Yeah. Like I've been so protective of that as it being something that I like have grown up doing and I just love. I always want to be able to go home, cook for my family and friends and host dinners and like I don't want to lose that. And so I was so protective of like taking on too many clients too quickly to where I didn't have enough people. So like the slow burn has like really benefited me in that way.
It's really smart.
And it was honestly all because I just was protective of like the passion. Because when you lose the passion, then you lose a lot.
You lose so much. And do you still find yourself at home like trying different recipes out and you still enjoy cooking at home? I mean, I know right now you probably don't have time to do that, but
the last couple weeks, my husband is a great cook as well, so that's very helpful. Yeah. Usually, like even if it's something easy, like air fryer veggie bowl or something. Like I need
that recipe. I could do that.
I mean, there's not really a recipe. It's just like throw some veggies in air fryer and I don't know, pour like barbecue sauce on it or something.
See, this is PS what y'all that can cook say to those of us who can't.
Okay.
You're like, you don't need a recipe. And to me, I'm like,
That's so fair. That's so fair.
I'm going to throw a can of peas and carrots in an air fryer if you don't tell me exactly what to do. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
So I'm going to need that as a follow-up. Okay. And I'm sure I'm not alone. So
yes, that's
we may need a little Jenn recipe.
A Reels or a TikTok video somewhere of like a classic air fryer veggie bowl. Because you do have to cook every veggie a little differently. Like potatoes take way longer than broccoli.
See, I was like, what do you mean you have to cook them differently?
Yeah, no, that's so fair. I take back what I said.
Yes, so for our listeners, that's going to be like a good fun takeaway that you're going to give for people who aren't in Nashville. Gosh, I can't wait till you can deliver nationwide. That's going to be so fun.
Yeah,
vision board
maybe one day. Yeah.
Yes, one day.
The cooking show and
yes.
shipments.
But it would be fun for people to be able to be like, oh, I want to try one of Jenn's recipes at home.
I used to post a lot more recipe videos when I was cooking out of my house. They're so time consuming.
Oh, I bet.
And I get why people can do like food blogging and social media for a full-time job because it's like to make one recipe and film it and make it look pretty, it takes like literally 3 hours. And then edit.
And the editing, I have a friend that is like, she started the Cookie Rookie. I don't know if you've ever seen that. No. And now she has a new one, Easy Chicken Recipes. Those are her Instagrams. We're just giving all the love to people today.
All the love.
I'm here
so
for
many
it.
shout outs.
I'm here
They're
for
gonna have to listen the whole thing to hear.
Yes, exactly. Because you know what? That's what we're here for. Like lift each other up.
For sure. Especially small businesses.
Yes. Yeah. But it is true. Like I've now learned about what it takes for her to film these recipes. And I'm like, whoa.
It's so
people
much.
Have no idea. Like I had no idea.
And like, I don't know if you've ever followed someone who's doing a photo shoot for a cookbook.
No.
It takes them like a month just to get the photos that go in that. Because think about how like beautiful every page. And then you make it and it's like, that mine does not look like that. It doesn't have the pretty flower petals.
It just didn't work that time.
Yeah, but like there's like so much that goes into, and like food, you have to have such a like natural light. It's hard to do with like
studio
bright lights.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
because
there's so much to learn here.
Yeah. So that's part of why I really wanted a lot of windows in my kitchen space, because Citizen's Kitchen, as great as it is, it's literally in a dungeon with no windows. Like you're underground.
Oh my gosh. But it was serving its purpose for a different thing.
For sure.
Now you have a different thing you need.
For sure.
Yeah.
But when I first started, I was doing everything out of my home kitchen so I could get beautiful pictures, which was where like the word of mouth came from. Like the just organic marketing of me just posting. When we were in Citizen's Kitchen, it was so much harder to do that because we were just under like literally fluorescent lights.
And nobody looks good under fluorescent lights.
No, people don't. Food really doesn't.
No potatoes.
No.
That is too funny.
Yeah. So I would love to get back into that now that we have this space. But I do have some like old kind of throwback, like my dill pickle chicken salad. I do have a video of that.
Oh, let's throw it back.
I do have some recipes on my website, and they usually kind of go together. So I would have like a video and then I'd post the full thing on my website. So I need to get back into that. It's just it's such a time consuming thing.
It is time consuming. And I think that it's a really funny thing that like we don't know it until I didn't know it until I started this. Yeah. And editing is a whole different beast.
Yeah.
Thankfully I do not edit us on this. So these guys
let the professionals do
it. Yeah. Well, I just think it's amazing. I feel so excited for you. I mean, let's just put it into the world that you're going to be nationwide, but let's do it. For now, if you're in Nashville, the other thing is like, if you live here, obviously, tell me where Prepped Palate is. What's the location?
It's in Wedgewood-Houston, which is like a popping off neighborhood.
It is.
It's really close to downtown. So if you're not familiar with Nashville, it's like 2 miles from like Broadway. So if you know where the honky tonks are, we're not far.
Yeah, you're not far at all.
But yeah, we're just on the outskirts of Wedgewood-Houston. It's kind of cool because we're in a multi-use building. So we're kind of a standalone unit. So we have our like curb appeal and little patio and stuff. But we are in it's office and retail.
I bet they're so happy you're there.
They were like, we've been watching this be built and we're so excited to be able to walk down and grab lunch. So we're excited to be in an area that it will become even more and more walkable as well. There's so much being built around us.
It's crazy what's going on over there.
Yeah.
But I think it's really fun for people who like, I used to travel a lot for work. And the hardest thing to do when you're traveling for work is to eat healthy and to not just eat Chick-fil-A every day, which by the way, I can do.
Yeah, it's easy.
But it's not good for us, to do that every day.
Right.
And so I think such a cool option for people who are traveling here. Like if you're going to be here for work for a week,
come and grab. And that's the nice thing about the grab and goes. You could get like the things we put in there are designed to like stay fresh for at least a couple days. Yeah. 2 to 3 days, if not longer. Like a lasagna, that's good for honestly like a week. So yeah, you can come in and kind of stock up for your week, whether you're here just stopping by for work or if you live here. That's the beauty of it. Cause like the customized side of it, you're kind of committing to like every single week, the service, which is great for some people, but some people just have busy weeks and they need to take one thing off their to-do list of meals.
And you're doing that.
Yeah. That's the goal.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, before we wrap up, I love to ask everybody, I got to ask you, what is your best life advice in 3 words or less?
3 words is hard.
I know.
But
that's why it's fun.
It is fun. I like really had to think. I would say always stay hungry. Like both physically.
So cute.
I'm like always hungry. I wake up every day hungry. I'm just like love food. But also, stay hungry of like learning new things and challenging yourself and talking to people and just be hungry for like having that passion and following whatever the little like voice in your head is telling you, like go chase after it. And stay hungry and do things slow, I guess would be another one.
I mean,
that was like on the fly, but I'm like, I
like it.
Slow,
That's good.
Slow is fine. I think people in this like time are with social media and everything being so short and fast are like so stressed and try to do things too quickly and like patience.
Patience is a virtue. I don't have it, but I do think
really
you're right.
I really don't have patience, but I guess I do on the side of like the business side of it. Yeah. But I feel like I don't have a ton of patience, but it's different,
But it's working for you and that's good. Yeah.
Compartmentalizing it
all. Always stay hungry is perfect for you. Thank you for that. It's so good. Yeah. And
sorry I left you hungry and didn't bring you meals. I'm like the worst.
I'm just thinking about the dill pickle chicken salad.
Well, if you're in Wedgewood-Houston when you're here, come stop by and I'll load you up.
I'm doing that. Because like what is not to like about that? Oh my gosh.
A little cracker, high protein. Yeah. Delicious.
It sounds perfect. Okay, so that's on the plan. Yeah. Thank you for being here. It's been so fun and good luck with the business.
Thank you.
Sometimes a girl's gotta find her way on her own, free to roam and make mistakes.